Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. How is everybody doing today? Welcome to today's English lesson, today's live English lesson. My name is Shelly. I'm happy to see you guys all today. It's been a while since I've done a live lesson. Life has gotten the better of me. I've been quite busy recently, but I'm back, and I'm back with a good lesson today. We're going to be looking at as a result, therefore, and because. I'll put the lesson on the screen as I always do, but first of all, I just want to thank everybody for joining. If you are watching this on the replay, then I'm sorry I couldn't see you during the live lesson, but thank you for watching the replay. I appreciate that. Anybody watching this or one of my videos for the first time, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, hit that notification bell, and share this lesson as well. All right, anybody who you think needs to study English or is studying English, or you think would like this lesson or any of my other lessons, just make sure you share it. It would really help out the channel a lot. All right, so like I said, we're going to be doing a little bit of grammar today. So this is what we'll do. I'll explain the grammar. We'll do some fill in the blank exercises, just a few, and then it's going to be the speaking part of the test or the lesson where you will actually be making sentences using as a result, therefore, and then because as well. So as I promised, the lesson is on the screen. That's the lesson we're going to do today. If anybody needs or wants a copy of this lesson, all you have to do is ask. Just ask me, and I'll send you a free PDF of this. All right, so let's look at today's grammar. We're not going to go too long today. I might move a bit quick, but anybody who finds it a little bit too fast, just let me know in the comment section. Just say, hey, Shelly, slow down, or could you explain that again? Do not hesitate to request anything while I'm doing the lesson. Okay, so I'm just going to make the screen a little bigger. That way it's easier for you guys to see. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with what these words mean. And we're going to look at the because. Because will be our first word that we'll go over. One sec, just trying to get it all organized here for you. There we go. Okay, so because, number one, because. Now, as you can see on the screen, because is used to explain the reason for something. All right, it's used to explain the reason for something. I've got an example sentence on the screen there. Oh, we don't want that. Let's go back here. Sorry about that. I hit the wrong button. Let me just make sure we're in there nicely. Yes. Fighting Boers, hey, how are you? Long time no see. Sorry I haven't had a live for a bit. I was really busy with work. I had to travel a bit. I had to do some business trips. But I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How are you doing today? We're looking at because, as a result, and therefore. And we're looking at the grammar first. And first, if we look right here, we've got an example sentence. And it says, he was late because the bus broke down. He was late because the bus broke down. So we use because to explain the reason for something. So I was late. What was the reason? Well, the bus broke down. That's the reason. So if we just look at simple sort of structure, which is the next line right here, when we look at and we use because, we're always going to begin with the result. In this situation, the result was I was late. So we've got result. Then we're going to have the word because. And then the reason for this result. So the bus broke down. The bus broke down. That's the reason that I was late. Thank you, Fighters. Yeah, no, it was a scheduled trip. I had to go coach in a different city, so I was gone for a bit, and then it was tiring. So yeah, it went well. I'll be actually going there again in a couple of weeks. So all right, next we've got as a result. As a result. Now, as a result is used to explain the effect of something that happened. It's used to explain the effect of something that happened. All right, so we're usually going to start with the reason for something, and then we're going to have as a result, and then we're going to have effect. And this one here, I'm going to put a little star next to this. That's not a star. There we go. Because we have to be careful when we make these sentences. So let's just look. Make it as big as I can here. All right, let's look at the example sentence. The example sentence says, we missed too many shots. We missed too many shots. All right, as a result, okay, what was the effect of something that happened? We lost the game. Okay, we lost the game. We missed too many shots. As a result, we lost the game. So if we just look down here, we've got our reason. The reason was we missed too many shots. Then what's the result? What's the result? We lost the game. Now, this is where I want you to look as well, though. A lot of times when we make a sentence using as a result, you're going to have a period. So you're going to have a reason, period, then as a result, and then you're going to give your effect. You're going to give your result. In writing, you could put a semicolon. All right, but yeah, we separate this. Not because it's all in one sentence. As a result, we separate it into two sentences. Okay, so please make sure you remember that. And last one, number 3, therefore. All right, therefore is used to connect a reason to a logical conclusion. A reason to a logical conclusion. So we're always going to start here. We've got reason, therefore, conclusion. Reason, therefore, conclusion. As you can see, there's also a period here. Let's look at the example sentence. The project was delayed. The project was delayed. That's the reason for the conclusion. Therefore, the client asked for a refund. All right, so the project was delayed. Therefore, the client asked for a refund. So 3 very different ways to make sentences. All right, so far so good, I hope. Let's get into the exercises now. Easiest way, best way to know and practice this is by actually trying some questions. So here you have to fill in the blank using either therefore, as a result, or because. So number 1, let's try to make this even bigger. Number 1, it says, it rained heavily all day. We canceled the picnic. So in this one here, it rained heavily all day. We canceled the picnic. I would actually say that this one is going to be therefore. It rained heavily all day. Therefore, we canceled the picnic. Now, if you wanted to use because, the order would switch. We canceled the picnic because it rained heavily all day. And if I was, yes, so would also work here. Perfect. All right. What about this next one? She didn't bring an umbrella. Something, she got soaked on the way home. What can we say here? Yes, I agree. I agree, Fighters. Yeah, everybody watching here, yeah, you guys should join the chat, practice. All right, so she didn't bring an umbrella. Here, I don't have a period. I do use a comma in this situation. A lot of times it's really easy if we put a period, but I've got a comma. But I would say here she didn't bring an umbrella. As a result, she got soaked on the way home. Okay, let's go. Let's see. You what? They shouldn't bring an umbrella. Yeah, you know, therefore also might work as well. If I agree with you. Can we use as in this context? She didn't bring an umbrella. As only as, or as. I'm not sure I follow your question. Let's see here. Just as, I probably need to put something a little bit, a few more words than just as. You could switch it and you could use as. She got soaked on the way home as she didn't bring an umbrella. She got soaked on the way home as she didn't bring an umbrella. That would work with as. What about the next one? We ran out of ingredients. We couldn't bake the cake. And I actually, one thing I want to do here, I think I made it. This here should have semicolon. All right. I should have a period there or a semicolon, not just the comma. Otherwise, I think Fadibor's answer is better using therefore. Okay. Next, we ran out of ingredients. Therefore, we couldn't bake the cake. That is true. By the way, Fadibor's, how is the weather over there? Are you in autumn season now? It's definitely not autumn yet in Tokyo. It's a very summer doesn't want to go away. All right. What about the next one? He worked late last night. He missed his morning class. Oh, okay. Sorry. Somehow I just disappeared there. Lots of raining. Okay. Lots of raining. It's been a little bit rainy over here as well. But we've had a lot of sort of random weather. Cold one day, super hot the other day, and the next day. Let's look at, sorry, the screen disappeared as well. So let's make sure we put that back on. So he worked late last night, period. This period should tell you what our answer is going to be. So he worked late last night. Then, as a result, he missed his morning class. All right, so as a result, it's going to be introducing a new clause. We can't use it to join two sentences. What about the next one? She forgot her keys. Something. She couldn't get into her apartment. Fightable as a result. Perfect. Perfect. All right, what about the next one? She forgot her keys. Something. She couldn't get into her apartment. What would we say for here? Fighty Boys, therefore, perfect. And Supergirl. Hey, Supergirl, by the way, how are you? Therefore, perfect. Okay, we'll do a couple more of these, and then we'll move into sort of the interactive part where you get to make sentences. What about number 6? The store was out of stock. He had to buy a different brand. All right, what would we say here? The store was out of stock. He had to buy a different brand. Fighting birds, I like it. Therefore, or consequently, I like that. Consequently is great. That's a great word. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so let's put okay. All right. Number 7. They missed the train. They arrived at the meeting an hour late. And I'm going to change this into a colon, a semicolon. Oh, sorry. There we go. I pushed it up by accident. They missed the train. Something. They arrived at the meeting an hour late. Because I think fighting boards, we'd switch it. They arrived at the meeting an hour late because they missed the train. They missed the train because they slept in. Does that make sense, Fighting Boards? Supergirl, you've got as a result. Good. That's what I would put. If there's a semicolon there, I'll put as a result. Okay. I think we get the idea of these. In this exercise so far, we've done mainly just therefore and as a result, right? There is because in here. Where did I did put a because was quite easy. So I didn't put that many. Okay. Well, let's skip that for now. And let's look here. Let's look here. We've got our application. We're going to do some scenarios. Okay. And let's see here. I'm going to put the scenario on the screen here for you. I think if I put it on the screen, it's going to be a lot bigger. So bear with me for a second while I put it on. There we go. I think that works so much better. Okay, there's your scenario right there. It says your friend forgot to set their alarm before going to bed. So what happens next? All right, what happens next? So what you're going to do here is you're going to look at, this scenario, and I want you to make a sentence using either because, therefore, or as a result. Does that make sense? All right, so here we've got your friend forgot to set their alarm before going to bed. What happens next? Who can give me an example sentence? My answer for this, and I'm going to put it into the banner as well. I'm going to have two answers here. I'm going to share it on the screen here. Because they forgot to set their alarm, they woke up late. Or if I continue down that same path, they woke up late. As a result, they missed their bus. They woke up late. As a result, they missed their bus. All right, and I think we've got some answers here for someone as well. What do we have here? Funny boards. Okay, my friend panicked because when the alarm went off, he recalled he missed the meeting. Perfect. Instead of recalled, I would probably say realized. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think realize would be maybe fit this situation better. Okay, I'm going to put the next scenario onto the screen here. Just give me a second while I open up the lesson. My computer keeps freezing a bit here. Okay, let's put it onto the screen. Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Hold on, guys. I'll get it here. I'll figure it out. It's been a while since I've done a live lesson. They've changed the platform on me here. Okay, there we go. Let's move all the way down here back to our scenarios. Scenario number 2. A road accident caused heavy traffic on the highway. A road accident caused heavy traffic on the highway. Thank you, Fighter Boards. I appreciate that. A road accident caused heavy traffic on the highway. What would we answer here? Now, you can use exactly what's happening in this situation, or you can expand on this as well. For instance, maybe my answer is going to be, I'm going to put it as a banner here. Let's just fix the typo. And there we go. My answer is the accident caused heavy traffic. Therefore, many people arrived late to work. And you can have so many different answers here. You know, as long as you just use your imagination, you could have as many answers as you want. You know, I could say something like a trucker wasn't paying attention. As a result, he caused a massive pileup on the highway. Does everybody understand what pileup means? Pileup. A trucker wasn't paying attention. As a result, he caused a massive pileup on the highway. So a pileup in this situation, well, before I answer, we might have someone, Fudbers, you have your answer. And you answered my question as well. Stacked. Yeah, basically it's a pileup is like you're on the highway and you have a car hits another car, which hits another car, which hits another car, and all of these cars are piling up into a massive, huge accident. So Firebird, your answer here, let's put it up on the screen. Because of bumper-to-bumper traffic, I was rushed to my work at the end, and at the end, I had a fender bender accident. Okay, no was. I rushed to work, and no my as well. If you're saying I was rushed, that means somebody took you to your work very quickly. All right, great answer, though. Great answer. I like it. Number 3. The weather was perfect for a beach day, but your friends decided not to go. Explain why they stayed home. Explain why they decided to stay home. Yes, I rushed to work. Perfect 5 hours. And I'm going to give you guys my answer for this. So the weather was perfect for a beach day, but your friends decided not to go. That's kind of strange. Perfect weather, but they decided not to go. What was the reason? Explain why. Well, because they were tired, they decided not to go. Because they were tired, they decided not to go. Okay, there can be many answers. And remember, if you have a different answer, just make sure you let me know. And Fighterboards, you have a different answer. They decided to stay home as a result of the stormy weather forecast. Okay. But be careful because the scenario says the weather was perfect for a beach day. All right, I like it though. Grammatically, your sentence is perfect. Okay, let's go to the next one. Number 4, scenario number 4. A person didn't double check their work before submitting it. What is the consequence? In your scenario, they make up their mind to go for a long interview. Okay, perfect. All right, what about number 4? A person didn't double check their work before submitting it. For me, I would say this. All right, put it on here. They didn't, or he didn't, she didn't double check their work. Therefore, the boss found several mistakes. They didn't double check their work. Therefore, the boss found several mistakes. And, you know, you can have very simple answers as well. You know, it doesn't have to be so complicated. You know, I could say she didn't have any time. All right, let's put this last actually. She didn't double check her work because she didn't have any time. She didn't double check her work because she didn't have any time. So there's many sentences that will work here. Many sentences will work. Fighting words, a lot of errors made by them because they slipped to proofreading before sending it. Okay, your ideas are all perfect. We just have to fix a little bit of the grammar. We don't want to be using ing so much because that's more, you know, a present continuous. It's an action. A lot of errors were made by them because they not slipped, maybe failed to. They failed to proofread. They failed to proofread. And you can leave it at there. A lot of errors were made by them because they failed to proofread their project. All right, nice. What about number 5? The family didn't pack any raincoats for the trip. What might happen if it rains? Ooh, I like this one, Fighting Wars. I like that one. This is a good sentence. Their mistakes were made because they neglected to proofread. Perfect. That's great. Great sentence. All right, what about the next one? The family didn't pack any raincoats for the trip. What happens if it rains? For me, my answer is it's going to be this one right here. Oh. Another typo there. It rained during their trip. As a result, they got soaked. It rained during the trip. As a result, they got soaked. Okay, let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing through here. Let's look at number 6. The printer ran out of ink in the middle of printing an important document. All right, what do we say here? The printer ran out of ink in the middle of printing an important document. That would be very frustrating. And for me, maybe I can make a sentence just talking about the result of it. But let's look at Fighterboy's answer for number 5. They got soaked on the way home because they forgot to bring their waterproof raincoats. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. For me here, it rained during their trip. As a result, they got soaked. All right, we're going to do maybe a couple more, and then we'll call it a day. Number 7, a student stayed up all night watching TV. How might they feel in class the next day? All right, what can we answer here? A student stayed up all night. How might they feel? All right, my answer. Well, we got somebody else's answer first. Paper documents comes out crumpled and unaligned as a result of printer's issues. Okay, and as a result of the printer's issues. Before that, they got soaked on the way home because they forgot to bring their waterproof raincoats. This sentence is perfect. This sentence is perfect. Yeah, the other one is also perfect. Yeah, you added the dot there, so great job. Great job, great job. Now let's look at the next one here. A student stayed up all night watching TV. How might they feel in class the next day? Maybe I would say this. Because they stayed up all night, they were very tired during class. Because they stayed up all night, they were very tired during class. Okay, let's go. Last one, number 8. Let's see if you can see. There you go. You can see. A customer ordered food from a new restaurant but didn't like it. What might they do as a result? A drowsy student could focus on study and doze off on desk because they binge watched the day before. All right. A drowsy student couldn't focus on his or her studies and doze off on their desk, on his desk, on her desk, because they binge watch the day before. Couldn't is correct. No focused. Focus is fine. Couldn't focus. Focus will be a verb. All right, number 8, a customer ordered food from our new restaurant but didn't like it. What might they do as a result? All right, so for example, my sentence, I might say, okay, I'm going to put mine in the banner box. Okay, so here's my answer. They didn't like the food, therefore they decided not to go there again. They didn't like the food, therefore they decided not to go there again. Okay, what did you get, Fighting Boys, for that? The customer ordered food from a new restaurant but didn't like it. So, therefore, because as a result, they're all quite similar. They are talking about results and what caused the results. We're giving reasons or effects. But we do use them in different ways. So make sure you know that. Make sure you review that. Fighting Boys, the loyal customer filed a document as a complaint because he didn't get what he ordered. Perfect. Okay. And I can even make this even shorter for you, Fighting Boys. You said a loyal customer filed a document as a complaint. I can just say filed a complaint. Okay. All right. So we do have a lot of these still remaining. So you can see number 9 is on the screen. If you want to do number 9 for homework, anybody, feel free to do that. I'll check your answers. I always check. So make sure you do it if you want to. A person left their wallet at home by mistake. How will this affect their day? Let's say it's a work day, Monday through Friday. All right. So make sure you try challenging that. Do that for homework number 9. And I am back hopefully back to my normal schedule. So I'll be back to doing my live lessons again. So I hope to see everyone again very soon. Fighting Boys, thank you so much. Always, being so active, helping me out. And that next week, by the way, next Thursday, will be Halloween. Halloween Day, my favorite day of the year. So I hope everybody has a great Halloween. And in the meantime, you guys know what to do. If you have any questions regarding today's lesson, if you want a copy of this PDF, completely free, I can send it to you. Just let me know. There were many more questions that we didn't do. Sounds good, Fighting Boys. Sounds good. I appreciate that. All right, guys. I hope you guys all have a great day. I'll see you on next week or maybe this weekend if I decide to do a live lesson this week as well. But thank you guys so much for joining. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. Happy Halloween to you, Fighting Boys, as well. Yeah, Halloween's actually my birthday. So I'm super stoked about that. I always like having costume party birthdays. Okay, guys, so until the next lesson, thank you guys so much. Thank you very much, Fighter Boys. Happy birthday. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll see everybody in the next live lesson. See y'all. Bye.